So, reportedly, allegedly, rumor has it that Netflix is making a Dark Souls anime. This is really just an article online, but it's big news for us because big Dark Souls fans. It's big news for the gaming community. So we thought we'd just kind of chill, play some Dark Souls, and kind of speculate, kind of talk about what are we thinking? What are we thinking about this?
Well, yeah, I got the article here.
Okay, now I've just seen a picture of the article. I haven't actually read it.
Yeah. Well, I'll just kind of get the big points out of the way here.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently there is an anime based on Dark Souls being developed for Netflix. So I don't know if that means it's a Netflix. I guess it's a Netflix original in the works. Sources suggest will likely begin with the events of the first game in the series. While nothing official has been announced, I guess giant freaking robot. This is the source. They've correctly reported on a lot of other stuff. So this is all still, like you said, alleged, kind of speculation at this point, but it's very, credible, I guess. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
So yeah, it basically, if this is real, we'll join the likes of Castlevania, blah, 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 other video game adaptations. But there's not too much other being said other than, there's a Souls in development for Netflix, probably going to start with the first game, with the lore of the first game. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I first saw that, and I just, I was like, okay, all right. I think some of the beauty of Souls is kind of how the story's told.
Cryptically
Very
and vaguely.
Cryptically, they drop the little breadcrumbs for you. So it's going to be hard, I don't know, to see it, transfer over, unless they kind of really keep that vibe. Like, they just kind of do this, I don't know, very weird kind of, not a lot of dialogue, just a lot of cool, night traveling along.
That's what I was always going to say is a la Samurai Jack almost.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have to, kind of follow this one character, kind of have to be kind of a nameless kind of nobody. And it's very silent, a lot of action, and the story just really being drip fed to you that way.
Yeah, like, is it going to be this night and he keeps going back to the Nexus or whatever, and and then he's going to fight Phalanx, and is it going to be just like the first game beat for beat but animated?
Yeah.
See, I thought it'd be a lot cooler if they do anything to maybe just kind of pick a story within the world and kind of do that. Or you're playing 3 here, it'd be cool to just do the story of Pontiff Sullivan or something.
You know what, that'd be
cool? Little an anthology, like a Dark Souls anthology. Expand on some of the myths, the evangelists here, maybe a story about those guys and Pontiff and all that. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I keep going on 3 because we're sort of playing 3. But anything like that, any little cool. Take an NPC and tell their side story, and then the next episode's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I think doing it as an anthology is a great idea. I think that's actually the perfect way of doing it, but I doubt that's what they'll do. No.
They'll probably give a name to the protagonist and kind of create somebody because it is a blank slate, and take the opportunity to kind of just create this knight character, and then they'll kind of give him a purpose, and he'll loosely weave through the story of the first game, and if that does well, they'll continue. And they'll probably jump right over 2 and go right to 3.
Yeah. Nobody likes 2. 2 doesn't get enough love.
No.
Yeah, I also think it's worth just talking about the animation. Because at least it isn't a live action Dark Souls adaptation.
Well, that would be, I'd be really, I'd be a little nerve-wracking.
No, it would be. I mean, I wouldn't see it going down well, just based on all their live action. You know, we've only seen the trailers for the One Piece anime, and I mean, I don't think it looks great. But despite that,
well, yeah, like the animation thing, it could be really cool because there's a lot of great anime right now, and you know, Castlevania looks cool, and it's really neat. They did well with that.
Now, I've watched the Castlevania all 4 seasons.
I have not.
I really think it is quite good. But it's the animation style of Castlevania is fine for what it is, but I just think if you're doing Dark Souls in that style, in the Castlevania style, it's not gonna look as good as it could be.
Yeah. It's hard to say what kind of style would suit it best.
Well,
because like I don't immediately think anime when I think Dark Souls.
Me either.
Like we were kind of talking about it before, and we were saying like I guess like there's already been Berserk, and Berserk is kind of like a bit of an inspiration for these games, but in a weird way, it doesn't work back on itself. Like Dark Souls, I don't think would translate to an anime that looks like Berserk, if that makes sense. It's kind of like it's a great inspiration for these games, but they took it, created their own thing, and now to kind of like I just don't see like characters looking like they do in Berserk being in the world of Dark Souls now. You know, it's got maybe the manga, the way they look in the manga a little bit, or like maybe like you know this kind of like Sin City, Frank Miller-y kind of thing would be kind of cool. But I'm just trying to think of like an anime that does that kind of style.
Well, like I mean, there's a lot of good anime studios out there. Didn't kill him though. He's stuck down there. I mean, a lot of really great anime, you know, fantasy studios and stuff. But Dark Souls does have a very specific look.
And it doesn't have to look like the games, but it's just hard to kind of...
You want to capture it, though.
Yeah, it's hard to think of something that has that look.
Like, obviously, you have an anime studio like MAPPA, who has, you know, recently done Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, the last few seasons of Attack on Titan, like... But I don't think that MAPPA's going to be doing it. Because
no, it's going to be the Netflix studio. It's
going to be the Netflix original studio, and it's going to look like Castlevania. And again, nothing against Castlevania. Come at me if you disagree, but like I think Castlevania's animation is the weakest link of that show. Like I think where it's very strong is its writing. You know, I mean, you have Warren Ellis writing it, some really good vocal talent. But the animation is kind of almost looks a little like Samurai Jack, or it looks like a kind of early millennium Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All
Yeah.
faceling. If you've any to, yeah, if like the others, then go on ahead.
Because that's the thing, I think they could, again, get some really good voice acting. Thing about Castlevania, though, and the thing is, we can't kind of going back to comparing it to Castlevania, because it's really all you have to go off of.
Well, there's that Edge Runners. That was Netflix, right? I haven't watched that.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners,
Well, that
that's
was
right.
Netflix, right? And everybody really did like that. Not to say that they didn't like Castlevania either. It's just a particular art style. It's whether it's for you or not. But I think that's like where we get back to it. It's like we're talking about Dark Souls, right?
Well, the thing is about Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk's a game not a whole lot of people like. It almost Cyberpunk Edge Runners almost made people go back and watch or play Cyberpunk because of how good the anime was.
Yeah, it did the game a service.
Mm-hmm.
where Dark Souls doesn't need anything to prop it up. It's like it's only taking from its success to make an anime of it. So, yeah, that's why it's like, going back to the anthology thing, it's like that would add to it. These stories that we haven't seen exactly play out other than in like item descriptions and stuff. Let's see some of that. A Katarina Knight story or something. There's a lot of these characters we don't know, and they're from worlds we haven't seen and things we haven't seen, and that would add to the franchise.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought.
This guy's one of the best. Sigurd.
Yeah.
One of the best characters in 3.
To be honest, I'm in a bit of a
Yes,
pickle.
he really
Have
adds to
you
the
ever
game.
walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well,
But yeah, like
they
Miyazaki's
come
not
from this
working
tower.
on like the stories and add more to it or
Whoever it
anything.
is,
I
I'm
think they're
sure
just
I
gonna
can
kind
talk
of
some
take
sense
little
into them.
things and
I doubt it, yeah.
slap the
But I have
Soul's
to
name
find a
on it,
way up.
kind of
And that's just the trouble.
drop a few crumbs
This
for the
lift
fans
only
here
goes
and there.
down, you see, and,
But I mean, really, I like to see a trailer. I like to see some.
Yeah, right now it's just speculation. It's just like it's in the works, So who
Yeah.
knows how long off it is, right?
this
What's
lift
going on?
only goes down. But with a little warming up, eventually...
This didn't happen to me my first time playing 3. He was already like sitting up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
You
talked to
don't
him.
see him on the. I think probably because like he didn't get off like or something in the right way or with the elevator maybe. I don't know.
This lift
Okay.
Yeah, this is the old trick elevator.
Yeah, where does it? When you go down, where does it even go?
I think there's like one of those like Frost Knight guys down here or something. Maybe not.
Oh, this might be it, and it leads to that other area.
Yeah, I think
This is a
originally,
new-
like the Frost Knight down here. What are those things called? Like,
I have their armor set. I'll look in a second.
Yeah.
This is a new game plus, so like I'm really not too concerned about
there
doing
he is.
everything. This is the guy from 2, actually, the armor set I have on.
right.
It's like the war god from 2. He's on the cover, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely like a bit of like the Bloodhound Knight. You see that?
Definitely.
Bloodhound Knight and that guy.
Let's take a look at some armor here. Okay.
Yeah, 3's got some cool shit.
So I have the Farum helm,
Right.
and helm named after a god of war. The armor of the Forosa Lion Knights was preserved even after the destruction of their homeland. It is mentioned in numerous legends alongside the names of those who are said to have gone beyond death. But I have that the guy we just fought in here, Outrider.
An Outrider.
Let's-
Outrider.
Let's try it on.
Try it on. Go give it a little walk out. The Outrider.
Oh fuck.
Where's my Outrider pants?
Yeah.
So many leggings.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a cool set.
That is a cool set.
Light. Anyways. No, I think from what we've seen historically, an anime based off a video game seems to do a lot better than a live action based off a video game.
Agreed.
Because live action, I mean, other than Last of Us is the one that kind of broke all the rules. I don't know
Yeah,
how people feel about the Witcher series. I think it's
I think it kind of came out kind of strong, The Witcher, and now it's deteriorated. I think the Blood Origin thing didn't do it any favors, and now Cavill's leaving. So it's definitely it's in sad days.
Word.
But I would say that it's got its fans, but I don't think it's very well liked overall. And it probably would have been better as an anime if they were gonna do something.
Yeah.
So it's like at least the medium's right. It's just if the art style and the writing is there.
The thing is at the end of the day, like, I mean, it almost sounds like I'm being a bit of a naysayer for the Dark Souls anime, but I think it actually has a lot of potential. And it's something that I kind of already thought it had an anime when I was first getting into Dark Souls. I thought there was something. Because you can see it. It makes a lot of sense. You can see like a good writing team and a good animation studio doing a really good job with that. I just don't trust Netflix, I guess is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, because usually a Netflix original is just crap.
But they squeak a few through. They definitely squeak a few through.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the fact that it's, Dark Souls is a very near and dear video game franchise, not only to my heart, but to a lot of people's.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It's considered
whole
one of the
thing.
greatest of all times.
People love it.
And that's the thing, there's just a vibe to Dark Souls. It just kind of was meant to be told as a story. Like, you think about Last of Us, and it's kind of like, well, it's such a cinematic story. I don't even think it need to happen anyways. Oh, bitch. But it's such a cinematic story. It's like, well, of course that would work as a mini-series. But with Dark Souls, like we said, it's told so cryptically, and there's not really a main character, and even the characters that are in it don't talk a whole lot, and it's more about reading item descriptions and kind of the fun of the mystery. The fun of the game was kind of putting those puzzle pieces together, and kind of when something really clicks, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that. Now I understand that mystery. Now I understand Pontiff Sullivan or Saint Aldrich a little bit better or something.
No, I hear ya. And that's why I think those side stories would make for better animes. Just like you just tell those little item description stories and stuff. Almost like, I would say like it's probably a little too close to Castlevania, but Bloodborne would almost make a better anime, especially if you are just going to follow the story. I think because it's just a little more contained.
Or Sekiro and more Bloodborne, yeah, because they are these kind of contained stories.
Yeah,
that would make for a better anime than Dark Souls. 100%.
Where Dark Souls is just like, whoa, like where do you start? Like who's your character? What's going on?
They'll probably start like the first episode will all be about Gwen, like the king.
Do you think so, or do you think it'll just be like this knight like showing up? Like it'll just be like what you do in the game?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
It is hardly hard
Are
to
they
say.
going to focus on the lore? Are they going to kind of focus on the knight's journey? Are we going to learn with the protagonist? Like, are we going to? Is it an omniscient narrator? We're going to see lots of things happening in the world at one time.
You know what would be kind of cool and kind of funny is, and I don't think any video game adaptation has done this, but like at the end of each episode in the Dark Souls series, he actually dies. And like the next episode, he's just back. He's just back at a bonfire.
Right.
Or like it doesn't have to be like Kenny in South Park or something, but they actually have him die and then come back.
Yeah, because that is just the way it works.
Just because to acknowledge the fact that
and like
it's a
hollowing
video game.
and stuff, like just like zombifying as he dies over and over.
Now here's Henri. Now actually last time I finished Dark Souls 3, I did the kind of the hollow ending where you take her as a wife.
Right.
But it's not as romantic as you might think.
Unkindled like you.
Unkindled.
Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Firelink Keep, home of the Undead Legion.
Now, you're supposed to go to
We seek
the church before
home of the Grim Aldrich.
Firelink Keep, aren't you?
We may go our separate ways now.
I think you're supposed
I
to go to the
believe so.
Cathedral of
Now
the Deep
both
first.
seekers of Lords. The next time we cross
I believe so, but yeah,
one may
it's been a
find the
little
other
while.
in a time of need.
Well, I think what happened to me is I went to Firelink Keep, and I got all the way to Ithril. And then I didn't have, like, the doll. It was like, oh, you need the doll to get into Ithril.
Right, because to get across the bridge there.
Exactly.
He's an upstanding, kind
There's that big, like, dog.
Yeah, cool fight. But,
Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago.
Yeah, 3's got some really cool stuff. Actually, I should do a replay of this one soon myself.
3, I think, is my favorite of the Dark Souls.
It's really cool.
I really enjoy it. I like all the Lords of Cinder a lot.
Yeah,
I like all the
It's
areas.
got some really neat boss fights. The areas are cool.
And I just think, like, you know, it's kind of the most perfected. It's the newest of the series. It doesn't have any of that
For
kind of jank that the older ones have.
Yeah, it's got some smooth controls.
Yeah. Elden Ring's my favorite of
The From.
yeah, I think. I think, like, it's just, I like the open world. It's just one of the, maybe the best open world game I've ever played in my life, you know?
Yeah.
But I love them all.
No, they're all great.
They're all so fucking good.
Games. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I tried that, the old Lords of the Fallen, and I just found it was, like, too much.
Oh, Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, but they got the new one coming out.
Right.
And it doesn't really look too appealing to me either. I'm excited about Liza P. We played that demo.
Yeah, Liza P was pretty
I'm excited for that one. That one's going to be pretty cool, but
When does that come out again? Is that coming out soon?
I'm not sure of the exact date, but I feel like it does come out this year.
Definitely does, because like they have the demo and shit.
But yeah, as far as Souls games go, I've just yet to find one that isn't a From game that really hits it for me. The same
No,
way.
no. In terms of all the Souls, like Souls clones and stuff, nobody has made one where it's like, wow, that's on par with.
Yeah, where I got like just as into it as I did with these ones.
There's been good attempts.
Yeah.
Like there's like those ones I've had fun with, like Liza P. And I thought Mortal Shell was okay.
I think Liza P could be a contender. I think just based on the demo, it's pretty cool. I think it could be pretty sweet.
Oh my god.
We'll see.
It's hanging up on me.
Pike logs with so much reach.
Those logs had a lot of reach.
The logman of the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never see. I couldn't really get into it too much, like Neo. But it was like pretty cool. It was.
I never
pretty
played
cool.
Neo, no.
But it was a little. I don't know. It was a little intense for me. It was like
I played
it was pretty difficult.
Wulong. Like the other one they made.
Right, which is like a little more. It's a little less like magic and stuff. It's a little less
Yeah. It
I
was
remember that one.
I had fun with it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Neo. I just found it a little difficult and stuff, but it looks great. It's really cool, and the creatures in it are neat. That kind of Japanese. I think it's Japanese like mythology. Some really wacky looking creatures.
Another one everyone's really hyped for, and it's Chinese, is the Wukong.
Yes, I'm excited for that one.
The one with
Where
the
you're-
monkey.
Where you're the monkey man. Yeah.
What's that?
What do you got there?
This is a Mad Phantom. Will you summon it?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly.
Let's see. I'll take him on. If he wants to fucking...
I will fight you, Mad Phantom.
If he wants to go there.
It's the whole man, Clap 'em around, boys. Don't be afraid to use the hits.
Don't be afraid to scratch him with your nails. Just gotta feed him. Oh, I'm not letting you take that flask, you fuck.
Oh.
He did it.
Flask.
Oh, you little fucking...
Oh, he's just like flasking it up. Flasking it up.
Oh, you fucking... What a loser.
He's just over here buffing and taking flasks. And oh my god, he's got another one.
That was like one strike away from killing him.
And he's fucking emoting, giving you the down and shit. What is this? It was like a healing stone. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, Hawker.
I know the last bonfire I rested at too. I gotta go so far back if I die. He's out of flask now.
Good night.
Good riddance.
A Mad Phantom. I don't know if I've fought a Mad Phantom before.
It sounds familiar. I'm a little far removed from the Dark
From
Souls.
the PvP Phantom shit.
This is offline too, so that's like a...
That's an in-game thing.
That's an in-game thing. I don't have it online right now.
Hodrick, exactly. I thought that was like a healing stone.
I think it
warming
is.
stone
There's
or whatever.
some kind.
Got your pipe.
What will you do now without your pipe, your precious pipe?
Precious pipe, you don't have it.
Where is it, Eden? Oh, another Estus shard.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, these guys suck.
When you see them, you're so excited to shard things.
Haha, you're burning in your own fire, dummy. Dummy? Oh, fuck.
Fucking crucifix men.
Yeah, so cool.
And I feel like when their eyes are red, like I think they just give you extra souls, but or something.
I think that's a Bloodborne thing. Because I think when their eyes just... Or maybe you're right. I just thought it was like that's them just kind of going berserk.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if there is like a lore thing or a game thing. Well, I know in Bloodborne it's more so that like on occasional deaths, you'll instead of your souls being dropped somewhere, an enemy will get them. Then their eyes will glow, and you know you have to kill that enemy to get your souls back. It's kind of like a revenge kill. It's kind of a cool mechanic, though. It can be kind of crazy sometimes, though, where you're like, I just want to go get my souls, but you have to fight like a big troll to get them.
Big pig.
Yeah. But Bloodborne's really cool. It's another one I want to go give another playthrough to.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it like since playing Elden Ring, but I think like after putting so much time into Elden Ring, it's nice to go back to like a little more of the contained ones and test your metal. And I've actually never played the old Hunters, but I know a lot of people have said that to be the hardest thing FromSoft's made.
Harder than...
Sekiro?
I was going to say Ring City.
But yes, I think people have said it's harder than Ring City. And I think depending on your gameplay style, harder than Sekiro. But I'd argue Sekiro is the hardest because it's the only one I haven't been able to complete.
So, in my opinion, Sekiro is the hardest too.
It's just insane. It's just insane. It's the for me, it's the parrying and like the timing and like knowing if you're supposed to like parry and jump and parry and take a dive or parry and like walk up his sword or
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't know. I'm the kind of guy who like if I can't beat a boss in a Souls game, I try it like with like 8 different weapons and 30 different items and shit. And
Yeah.
Sekiro just doesn't have that
They changed the rules. Holy
They changed the rules a little bit.
in Sekiro. Oh my god.
Even though there's some cool shit that Sekiro can do.
There's some really cool shit, yeah. And you can like
the resurrect and stuff.
the resurrect but yeah, like it's you can't really change your weapon all too much.
I think that's gonna be a thing in Liza P. It seems like they're gonna have a resurrect. I don't think they put it in the demo, but I just kind of got the vibe that
Where you can lie or die.
I think yeah,
that
lie or die,
that does seem like it's gonna be a thing.
and then like your nose, like maybe not actually on your character, but there'll be this little like icon showing like this nose growth.
Yeah, and his nose keeps getting bigger. I think that would be a bit of
And that's kind of like the dragon rod of the game.
yeah, it's just like we didn't know because you have to lie to get into other places. So like maybe if your nose is really long,
Yeah, it's
then
almost
they're
like karma or something, you know.
it's like you have a very long nose. I don't know if I trust this guy.
Yeah.
Where is the bonfire around here?
I'm trying to think where you are here. There's one. Yeah, this one is a tough one. I remember because there is one in like the deeper part of the swamp. But other than that, it's.
I thought it was. Did I just miss it with like when I go up to Henri and?
Well, there's that
Wrath
one
or
there.
whatever?
There is one where they are.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to that one, cause
It's kind of on like the top of this little hill.
look at the pile of.
But
dead
there
I've left
is
behind
one
me.
like in the deeper swamp. I'm pretty sure too. Because there's like, it's a little foggy on me, but there is something you have to get down there. I think all like the perfumer stuff, or it's not called perfumer stuff in this one, but like the pyro swamp wear. Because the swamp people are all into like the pyromancy.
You know what? Maybe I'll head back to the Firelink Shrine for a moment.
The Firelink Shrine. Are you familiar?
Are you familiar with the Firelink Shrine?
Have you heard of the Firelink Shrine? It's
You're
a
an unkin,
place where they
I
know
am
your
serious. The
name.
sun's realm, duties we
You
each bear.
can get your
One I doubt
hands
we've much to gain from such a
sharpen
blessing of the
up
moon.
and make a friend or two
Welcome home, speak.
at the
Very well.
Firelink
Then
Shrine.
touch it.
What do I need for another level up?
Come on down to Firelink Shrine. We got 2 for 3. Mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks BOGO special down here at the Firelink Shrine. I'm excited for Baldur's Gate as well. I think it's gonna be a big game.
When's that dropping?
I believe September, but it might be August. It might like literally be next month here, because I think Starfield's dropping in September.
Oh, I found all that. I guess I never did that originally. Fucking A.
Well, trophy to boot.
Well, 30G. I'll take it.
I'll take it. What can you do with that? It's just basically like a bragging score.
Yeah, you show it to your friends. Actually, I think there
Or do you
is.
buy shit?
No, you can't buy any shit, but there is like Xbox rewards. I think if you get a certain number of like, it's not just your gamer score. It's like get an amount of achievements, and you get these little missions and stuff, and
Medals and stuff.
then they'll eventually give you like you can get like $5 off a Xbox
Sure.
Microsoft purchase or something.
Okay. I hear ya. I see. A small clump of moss fruit.
All right, so I'm gonna like the Crystal Wizard or whatever. That's where I'm trying to get to. I just
yeah. That's
and then that's how you
and that's where that's
get to the Cathedral of the Deep.
That's right.
I just
That's where that other shrine is, or that other bonfire. It's a little deeper in the swamp, and then it's right outside. Because I remember it being hard to find as well, because it was like, I hate this walk. But yeah, if you get that bonfire, it's a lot easier.
somewhere around here though.
When you fight the Crystal Wizard. feel like it's kind of like on like an island. Sometimes like the littlest, stupidest creatures can be the most detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are like the testy sacks in Elden Ring that just like kind of puff smoke. Or like the flowers or something. It's like, you gotta be careful with poison you.
Mm. Like gang up on you like that.
But yeah, I just think Baldur's Gate, I think it's gonna be like the RPG we all need right now. Like, not going so long. I mean, not like, you know, there's been Elden Ring. Awesome. But I think just a bit more of like a traditional RPG.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we've really had that since like Skyrim.
Yeah, it's gonna be super D&D, like quite literally.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah. It's just gonna have all those different levels of Western RPG. It's gonna be cool. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this place is just a
It's all
freak
the
show.
gang up guys. It's all like the guys that gotta.
Everybody wants to game up on it.
Oh.
Bridget Spinner. Wow, good thing you did that big old level up.
Yeah.
Sage's Scroll. The Road of Sacrifices. There's never like the Rainbow Road or like the Road of Happiness in like a fucking Souls game. It's like
Yeah.
the Road of Sacrifices. It's like, oh my gosh. Is there another route? No, there really isn't. You just have to go down the Road of Sacrifices. But yeah, I remember like it's kind of like on like an island, and I remember there were a couple crabs around it. Like it might even be that little outcrop ahead.
I'm trying to fucking find it.
Yeah, it's a pain. I remember being like, is this an easy? Like, it's a bit of a weird area once you hit the Road of Sacrifice. Yeah, these guys just litter this area too.
Because that way, I think, is the Farum, like the deep,
Farum,
the deep Farum or whatever. What the fuck is it called? Farron's Keep. That's what it is. Yeah.
Right. Because yeah, I feel like when you get like up in that area, you can get like above these guys. Yeah, there's definitely like a bonfire. But yeah, I remember it just being a bitch to find.
We'll find it.
It's called like something like Swamp or something. Swamp Overlook or something. Oh yeah, there's something fucked up in here. Is this the one where like, remember the one where like you go into like one room like this and like a big spider drops down from like the
I think that's
sky?
somewhere in the Cathedral. Pretty sure.
Right. Well, I know there's definitely one right at the entrance of in the main door of the cathedral. So you're like, you kind of want to take the side entrance because, yeah, there's that big one there. And it's got like a ring or something, so it kind of suggests that it was like something else. Like
It was
I
a
think in the
man
lore,
once.
it was like somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just shit like that like, you know, how are they gonna explain all that through the anime, you know? Like, is there gotta be like a narrator? You know, like, it's just like sometimes you just gotta like read these little item descriptions and like, you know, it's those little kind of environmental storytelling things that just make it so kind of cool and scary.
Well, that's why I think that whole anthology things would be really cool. Like it's just like you know, it's like the story starts and then it's just like Duke and his Duke, and like it's just that story, and it's like it opens up and it's the Duke, and like his like liege comes in. It's like yeah, it's like and it's just this whole story between them, and you learn about how Duke got the spider and what happened to that town and two, and then the next episode is just some other people.
I think it's this way. I think this is it.
That's to the witch.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Okay. Well, you got. There's a bonfire, but I won't even worry about it. Take a hike.
They're all backing up. I think I'm in the boss area. Yeah.
There she is. I'm pretty sure we'll get her. I love how they do like wizard hats. Like how they're just so huge.
Which one's the real one? It's like the one whatever has like the actual glowing thing. There it is. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Okay, let me heal.
Oh. We're slapping around.
Fucking 2 hits away.
Oh man.
Bullshit.
The crystal sage.
Big fall.
Big ball. Oh.
Dogs.
This area is deadly. It's a heartbreaker of an area. Crystal Rage.
More like, yeah.
Oh man, like you know when you like play a game too much and like you just start to see it everywhere. Like that's what's happening with me in like Subnautica.
Right. You're
Because
playing a lot of Subnautica.
All these rocks I'm seeing, I'm like, why ain't you break that open? See if there's a little lead in there.
Well, gold?
Gold.
Well,
You know
gold.
how that happens?
That
Like-
limestone chunk? You're gonna break open that limestone chunk?
Oh, I'm playing too much Subnautica, I tell ya.
Getting into that's good, man.
It's great. I
Glad
haven't
you
played.
like that.
I haven't played Below Zero yet, but
That one's
that's
next.
because I haven't fucking fully scraped the first one clean. Is it a DLC or is it a sequel?
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel, yeah. I just don't know if it's like quite as big as
First.
the original, so
Gotcha.
okay, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
trying to
no, I'm really
remember the
enjoying
fuck
it.
I got there.
Yeah, if anybody has any recommendations of kind of games like Subnautica, I'm always open to it. I'm enjoying it. I played The Long Dark. Really enjoyed that. It doesn't have as much of the base build, but that's what kind of got me into Subnautica, I'd say. The
Got you into like
survival
those survival
element.
games and shit?
Yeah. Yeah. Where like you know, so anything like that. I did try out I think it's called like Stranded Deep or something like that.
Mm.
Now it's like a much more like real ocean survival one. bit more like desert island survival. But I wasn't really vibing with that too much myself either. But anyways, if anybody's got a recommendation, throw it in the comments, because I'm looking for those survival base building kind of games. Did you? I never played. What's it called?
The Forest.
Well, I haven't played The Forest.
That's what I want to play.
What's the one I'm thinking of? It's the it's like the big open world kind of like zombie one. Is it like Days Gone?
Is
that it? Days Gone?
Well, there's Days Gone, and it's an open world zombie game.
Right.
It's not like a base builder.
Okay.
You might be thinking of is it Daisy?
Daisy.
What the fuck is that one called?
Give me your answer too. Yeah, Sons of the Forest looks great. We should fucking try and bang that one together.
Hell yeah, yeah. I just waiting for it to come to console. I don't have a PC, or at least a PC that could play it.
Well, exactly. I'm not quite ready for that one yet, but I think it's bagging for a console release here.
I think they said it was. It's just a matter of time.
Long Dark was cool, though. I like that game.
Yeah, that one seemed pretty neat. I don't play a whole lot of survival games. Subnautica was like... I was like, this is fucking cool. Just because
it's a whole other level, man.
It's a whole other level. Just because with the addition of... like it being kind of aliens and a bit horror...
Oh, it's got
and
it all.
underwater,
Yeah.
like it's a good mix of a lot of good genres. Where something, like that's more realistic, like kind of Long Dark or like that Stranded Deep game you're talking about, doesn't really interest me as much. Doesn't excite me.
No, it's cool to have like the aliens and the weird wildlife and like everything's unknown to you.
Okay, let's try this fucking Crystal Sage. Once again,
Crystal Sage.
they think they're better than me. They think they're better than me.
Better than a Crystal Sage? Is that what it is?
Show yourself. Oh, am I gonna get it?
Oh.
He didn't even get to do his special move that time. An asshole.
Looks so silly in front of everybody.
You have no idea how fucking stupid you look right now. Now we're coming up on what I consider to be the coolest area in Dark Souls 3,
The
which is
Cathedral.
the Cathedral of the Deep.
Cathedral of the Deep. And these guys got their big toe of bodies here, like burn to. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the whole cool thing I like about it, like the way it kind of interconnects, like right from the Undead Settlement on. It's all just for Aldrich. It's all just like basically like a corpse farm.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking gross, but really cool.
These guys are fuckers.
Yeah, they're a tough enemy.
Because
Sounds
they
like
give
the
you
bleed
too,
damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
That bleed's always been just a savage. A savage buff, debuff.
Oh!
Because it's so chunky.
It's very, yeah, they chunked it out.
Give it some chunk.
It's a great enemy here. Silk's creepy. Now I got dubs of the Herald armor. I've got dubs of the Evangelicus hat.
I got dubs of that.
Trying to go for trips. Remember, this guy's tough.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
barbarian guy.
yeah.
I thought he had a buddy too. Like
I think there's a few of them, but I didn't think it was that guy. I think it's.
I might be thinking of a different area.
I think there's like the. I think you're thinking of like the Pharaoh Knights.
Yeah, and they're right outside the boss fight. Yeah,
But they kind of have an altercation with like
the
see, that's
other
one of them there.
monsters.
So these guys are fighting those guys, I think. Something like that, but yeah. Or no, it's the monsters. Yeah.
They're fighting the monsters in
But they're tough
Fair
up
and
here,
Keep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spider shield.
Ding dong.
Somebody got a spider shield. Alright, because it's the Abyss Watchers up here.
No, these are just
No,
more of the
I'm all
undead guys. The
confused.
Abyss Watchers are in Fair and Keep. Because the Abyss Watchers are like the Lords of Cinder, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're one of the big ones.
Now here is actually in the Cathedral is where you first run into Slave Knight Gale,
Right.
and he will take you to Ariandel,
The painted world.
the painted world of Ariandel.
Right, he's like praying at this altar or something.
Pretty sure.
Because I think if you don't have like the DLC, it just says something like, I don't know, there's something else that happens here.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please.
And he reminds me a lot of like the witch hunter guy in Elden Ring.
The guy Radon's running the Radon Fighting Festival.
Yeah, you kind of free him from his service once you beat Radon.
Mm.
But they kind of like seem like the same type of vibe.
They look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Kind of hooded, bearded guy.
Yeah. And I think if you get Gale's armor or that guy's, like you get the beard on it too. Like it comes with the beard.
You've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an action one. You must be. Oh. You don't know how long I've searched.
What sword is that you're using right now?
The Black Knight sword.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, it's the one I've always used it. Black Knight sword. Got it up to 5. It's as high as you can get it.
Cool.
Don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart.
I've got some other good ones. I've actually got Slave Knight Gale's sword too. I got off his soul. I haven't upgraded it all the way yet, but it was pretty nice.
Very cool.
Land of Ariandel. I need you to show her the flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away.
Now, I find Ariandel, the last boss, not Sister Frida,
Right.
probably my favorite. Let's go to Ariandel. Fuck it.
Fuck.
Probably my favorite
Thank you. They of
boss fight in all
It's
the
really
Souls
neat.
games.
It's like 3 phases.
Yeah, and it's so fucking cool. Cause Sister Frida, and then you have Father Ariandel, like, and it's just in this like burning cathedral. It's so fucking sweet.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Go on.
Touch it.
Take it. Give it a little touch.
Touch it.
It's a little weird, but okay. It'd be hilarious, yeah, if we said like Bazinga after that or something. Yeah.
Where they go?
The ashes were too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll probably start wrapping this up soon, man. But final thoughts on just speculation for what this Dark Souls anime.
You know, as a fan, I'm excited. I don't want to be too much a downer on it. I think it has mad potential, especially if you know, they really think outside of the box and do something neat with it. As long as the animation style is right and serves it well, I think it could be really cool. So we'll wait and see if any more news comes out, and we'll judge a little more as it comes.
Yeah, and we'll stay posted on this channel too. Is this one alive? Because I know some of those are alive, and they're really cool enemy.
Right. Yes.
But we'll keep you up to date on the channel. Like if there's a trailer or maybe we'll do a little review. Who knows? But
We'll keep you posted.
I pretty much gotta agree with what you said there, Luke. I say I'm anticipating as well. Like I think, you know, the proof's in the pudding. We'll see it, but I think it has a lot of potential, and I hope at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it'd be awesome if there was a good Dark Souls anime.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But anyways,
We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out, like and subscribe and all that, and we'll talk at y'all later.
Later.
See ya.